Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. As ever, you can find me over on Instagram at the House of Langford and Overall Sews. I'm also on Ravelry as Mad X Stitcher, and I did not need another TOFT subscription, but I saw the picture, I saw what colour it was and immediately subscribed. So but this is actually the second that I have in this subscription. At least the first I've received, because I did actually get a pattern for one. I think it was a mistake that I had it in my library, but I am intending to make it up because I'm pretty sure I've got yarn left over from other projects that I can make. So this is the bird subscription. And what is that? Okay, so this actually arrived in July, I think, when I was sort of between places. So it's actually got like a TOFT Tribune, and there's a free pattern on the back to make some chips. But I know they had the cow for Graham the octopus, so I do actually have yarn to make him. I will make him at some point. And then we have our information on the clubs. We have information on the updated book. We've got a free pattern for the tadpole and for the raspberry ripple cowl. And I've had that a few times now. So this was packed by Lily and Eve. So let's get it open and I'll show you what it is we're going to be making. Now, I should have a patch in here as well because I haven't subscribed to this one before. And I do. It is the Birds Club. So we've got binoculars for bird watchers. I think they're called twitchers. I don't know. I think it's called twitching when you bird watch. But yes, so I have another patch to add to my project bag, which is here. Still has none of the patches on. But now that I'm in my new space, I might actually get around to doing that. So we shall see. So we have yellow stickers. We kind of got a glimpse of the colour in there as well. So I'm going to quickly open this so you don't get any rustling, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, we have 5 balls of yarn, and this is the pink-headed Warbler, who is of Aria. This is number 26 in the Birds series, in the Birds Club. So we have, oh, it's got information on the back as well. So it's from Central America, and it can be up to 13.5 centimeters. It eats insects and invertebrates. It lives in dense shrubbery in cloud forests, usually above 2,000 meters. It has globe-shaped ground nests made of pine needles. Can generally have 2 to 4 eggs, which are incubated for 16 days. And the female spends 70% of the time on the nest, which has no distraction display. And they live for about 2 years. So it was pink, okay? I had to buy pink. So you get 1 ball of Peony, and then 1 ball of pink, and there's a strand of black in there for facial details. Then we have Magenta, which is the same colour as my wall. We have Stone, and finally we have Mushroom. So there are 5 balls of yarn for this bird. Now, I still have some to catch up on, but I am going to add this into my make list as soon as the others are done. I think I only have 2 left that haven't been made, and then I have this one. So yeah, I'll come back to you again soon with some progress maybe, and then a finished Warbler. So I'll see you soon. Right, it is finally finished and I get to show it to you. If you've watched my last podcast for December's roundup, then you will already have seen this, but she deserves her own video as well. So we're going to finish this off properly. Yeah. So she's been living in my Josie Rose tie-dye bag, and I had hoped to finish her before the new year was up. But I ended up having to go down to Essex for a week, so I was working on her on the train down, and then had a couple of other projects I wanted to do whilst I was there. So she didn't get any work on. I think I'd finished all the pieces by the time I then came home. Can't quite remember, but everything is done. I think I only had the tail to do, and the tail took me quite some time at my parents'. So on the train journey back home, I finished her off. So this is Aria, the pink-headed warbler. Now, just as a recap, this is number 26 for Birds Club from TOFT. So I still have a fair bit of yarn left over. So this is pink. We're going to pop her in that hand. I have mushroom, magenta, peony, and finally stone. So I still have quite a bit of the yarn left over. Not an awful lot of the magenta. Most of her is made up of the magenta, but I still have quite a lot from the 5 balls. So this is my little birdie. So this is the first time I've joined in Birds Club with TOFT. I had a little bit of trouble with the spike stitch. I did it as per the video for the body, and then I did the whole thing, so I went all the way to the top of the head, but didn't quite like how it was sitting in the beginning of the head. So I did one of the wings in the spike stitch how I would do it, and realised that it wasn't long enough, so I ripped it out and redid as per the video, and then I just pulled back the head down to where the spike stitches are here and redid that part as well. So I was a bit more happy with it because it's a lot neater now. There was big loops on it before, so yeah. So yes, this is the first bird I have done ever from TOFT and the first Birds Club. I have, however, made a mistake. So I didn't realise until I was sewing this together on the train up, and I was like, I am not pulling that back because it took me forever. So you may notice that my tail is all magenta at the top, and it should be this colour, the pink colour. There should only be one round, which is the chain round, to start this piece in the magenta. But I clearly read it wrong. So, but I don't mind, like, it gets covered up anyway from the wings, so my little Aria is unique, and that's all that matters. So when I finished her on the 4th, she didn't have any eyes. That's the only thing that she needed added, so I quickly did those when I got home, and I'm rather pleased with her. It's tested me, that's for sure, especially with doing like the knobbly bits on the legs, and then branching for the tail as well, because this is one piece but you split down the middle, so you end up doing lots of small rounds on one side and then you rejoin and do the other side. The only things I didn't have trouble with were the body and the wings. They were fairly simple and very quick to work up. It was just reminding myself where the colour changes were and doing the spike stitch properly. But yeah, so that's my little birdie. I don't know if she'll sit on my shoulder. Yeah! I have a little birdie, and she is very cute. So I do have one more. I have Yuto, which is the next instalment, number 27, and number 28 has arrived as well. So I best get cracking because I now have the bug for creating birdies.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more. So if you want to get your hands on Aria, I think she'll be out. They usually release them a year after they've been in the club, so she may be out sometime in 2025. But in the meantime, if you want to sign up, all the details are down below for you. As before, I'm not sponsored or affiliated anyway, I just now subscribe, and I like to show off what each box contains. So this is my finished Brody. So from Aria and me, I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.